Selamat datang kembali di channel saya, Mr. Fit. Dan hari ini saya akan berbagi tips menghadapi interview beasiswa. Namun, pada episode kali ini saya tidak akan sendiri, saya membawa teman. Siapa dia? Ikuti saya terus. Oke, what's up guys? Selamat datang kembali di channel saya, Mr. Fit. Dan pada kesempatan kali ini saya akan memberikan episode khusus buat kalian sesuai dengan request dari salah seorang subscribers kita, yaitu tentang cara menghadapi interview beasiswa. And with us here is Mr. Salah.
Yeah.
He's a Fulbright scholar representing India. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank
today.
you so much, Andy.
Yeah, and I'm sure most of my subscribers are very happy because we have a professional and also an entrepreneur and a respected academician.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So one thing you wouldn't know about Mr. Gaurav is that he is one of the most
Okay.
talented
Oh my God.
public speaking coaches in India. Jadi dia itu salah satu trainer untuk public speaking terbaik di India, dan kita beruntung bisa ngajak dia. So, okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Gaurav,
Yeah.
what is the first tip that you can share with us?
Right. So the first tip is pretty interesting.
Hey, I
And-
forgot the move.
Oh.
Okay, the first tip is. Okay. Okay.
So the first tip for all of you is something really easy, but it is also something that is really difficult to keep in mind when you prepare for a scholarship that is so prestigious like Fulbright.
And that is?
That is the Fulbright scholarship, and you want the tip, right? Okay. So the tip is be original.
Yeah.
That's right. So you have to be original and you have to give the real impression of who you are. Don't act, don't fake it, because you'll not make it.
Yeah. And in my previous video, when I talk about how to write a good essay for Fulbright scholar, I also mentioned about be original and not to tell about someone else's story.
After a sip of warm tea.
Ginger tea.
Ginger tea, okay, great. So the second tip now. You guys have to talk about what you did in terms of your academic and scholastic achievements. Now I'm going to always, I'm going to certainly come to that point where I will ask you to speak for things about, which are not related to academics, but trust me, academics is also important because that was what our job was, right, when we were kids.
Our achievement during...
Yeah, I mean, in terms of studies, what have you done? You have to think about it because that's very important. Don't you think so, Andy? When we were kids, like really small, like that, and when you grew up and you were in college, your job was to study and educate yourself. Did you do that properly? And what did you achieve as a student? It is very important. So you have to really think of your achievements as a student.
Jadi kalian harus menceritakan, ya kalian menjual diri kalian lah, pokoknya kalian punya prestasi apa, terus pernah kerjasama dengan siapa di lingkungan kampus, aktivitas kampus, apalagi pernah jadi asisten dosen, you tell them that, okay? Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you don't tell them that, then who else is going to tell
Ya,
them
siapa
that?
lagi kalau bukan kalian yang
You have
memberitahu
to.
panelis bahwa kalian punya prestasi pada saat kuliah dan sebagainya.
That's right.
This ginger tea is
So good.
so good. Oke, tips ketiga.
So here's the third tip. Now you have to talk about something that is not only academics but something different, you know. For example, extracurricular activities. That's right. You have to talk about your extracurricular activities, things that you have done which are not related to academics. For example, theater, acting, sports, debates, anything. I mean, you can just think of anything. You may be a mountaineer, you may be a rock climber, you may be someone who's great at something that is a little rare. It's amazing. So you have to talk about what makes you amazing. You have to talk about your extracurricular achievements. That's right. Not just study, study, and study. Everyone does that, but you have to talk about what's special in what you have done.
Are you also a debater?
I am not a debater. I'm one of the best debaters I know.
Ya, itu dia. Ya, dan kalau kasusnya saya menceritakan tentang penggalangan dana yang saya lakukan bersama anak-anak di sekolah saya untuk membeli tongkat untuk orang buta. Dan itu membuat mereka terkesan, dan disitulah saya mendapatkan kesempatan untuk bisa menceritakan lebih banyak tentang diri saya. Oke, itu tips keempat, dan bagaimana dengan tips kelima? Sesaat lagi. Okay, the next tips. So this question might be asked during the interview, and this is a very important question, and you need to be able to answer this question. So there might be a question about you being able to adapt or to adjust with the other culture. I mean, will you be able to work with other people from other culture? Jadi kalian harus bisa menjawab pertanyaan seperti itu. Dan sometimes they give you situation, and you have to be able to answer that kind of question, and you offer a good solution when a situation. For example, when I had an interview in Fulbright, so they asked me about a student who asked me about the Indonesian culture. Jadi ada pertanyaan tentang budaya di Indonesia, di mana orang Indonesia itu suka menikah muda dan lain sebagainya. Nah, kadang that kind of question is very tricky, dan itu sering terjadi juga. Jadi kalian harus punya pengetahuan dan wawasan yang luas tentang perbedaan budaya dan culture yang berada di Amerika, dan juga dalam pengalaman Anda bekerja dengan orang yang berasal dari negara lain atau memiliki kebudayaan yang berbeda dengan Anda. Nah, untuk bisa bekerja dengan mereka itu bagaimana cara Anda bisa saling bekerja sama tanpa ada konflik seperti itu. Oke, itu tips yang kelima. Tips selanjutnya sesaat lagi.
Hey guys, so here's the next tip for you. In this tip, I'm going to tell you that you should talk about what you are going to contribute as a Fulbright scholar. That's right. So we are always thinking of how Fulbright is going to help us and what we are going to do in future. We need to talk about how you can bring in something different. I'll give an example. So when I applied for Fulbright, I knew that I'd worked at the grassroots level in India with the poorest children going to government schools, and they're in the 10th grade and still unable to speak English because they were never taught the language properly. I worked with them. I helped the teachers who were teaching them understand that they have to teach them better. I shared a lot of best practices with them. I conducted sessions for the principals and for the staff members, and this was one of the things that I did. I also took up the cause of women empowerment and empowered 500 women in my country who are now flying as flight attendants with some of the world's top airlines, including Qatar Airways, Singapore Airlines, and maybe India's #1 airline. So moral of the story is, what is it that you bring in different? Like, I brought in my experience of India, in all types of India. So what is it that you are going to bring in?
The next tip is
positive body language. So you have to show or display positive body language during your interview. That's what we did. When you sit there, you know, don't be too arrogant, don't be at all arrogant, you know, and don't be entitled. There should not be a sense of entitlement that you are there and you are the one, you know you're the one, and if you're not selected, then they got it wrong, you didn't get it wrong. So that's not the kind of body language you want to display. Be nice, be polite, sit properly, respect everyone, and listen to the questions. Don't be in a rush to answer. Listen to what the question is and answer in a very polite manner. The more humble you are, the more success you achieve.
And Gaurav, just like what many people say, that the first impression matters. So by the time you enter that room, try to smile. Look into the panelist's face. Try to be, you know, to be nice, to be kind to them, and then don't act like you know about everything. Right?
Mr. or Miss Know-it-all.
Know everything. So be there, be nice. Jadi jangan terlalu Anda sok atau bagaimana. Just answer the questions. Give them the best answer. Give them the best answer that you can give.
Yeah, absolutely, and be genuine, be original, and don't fake it. Because like I keep saying, don't fake it because you will not make it if you fake it.
And for your information, in the room, there's going to be 3 panelists, maybe more.
Could be more.
One of them is a psychologist.
Oh, really?
Yes, one of them is a psychologist. So this psychologist will not ask you a question. He or she will just sit there and then look at your body language
and be able to understand everything that's happening in your mind. So you're trying to cook up some strategy, they can figure it out. So the only strategy that we are going to suggest is being original, originality.
Be honest to your story. If you make up a story, they will know, they will find out, they will know, they will see from your body language, because there is a psychologist and you cannot lie to a psychologist.
Absolutely. Just one thing I wanted to mention, Andy, the number of people, the number of panelists could be different. So for us, from India, it was like too many people.
How many?
I think there were around 5 or 6 people. Yeah, so you were like there's a question from the left and a question from the right, and you had to manage everything in a very nice manner.
I had the competition in India. It was very tough. It was
very tough, you know, because people are very intelligent, so there are so many people who apply, so it is a tough decision to make after all.
And it is Fulbright.
It's Fulbright.
The most prestigious scholarship in the world, so many people want to be a Fulbrighter. Oh yeah, once you become a Fulbrighter, you will be a group. We will be in a group of good
some
people,
of the best people on earth, and you get this T-shirt also. That's pretty important.
This is very important.
You can wear it. You can ask Andy to wear it, but you can't earn it. You have to earn it.
You have to earn it. Yes. You cannot buy it online. You cannot order it from eBay or somewhere else. You have to earn it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing it.
Mine is in the room though.
Okay.
You know, mine's in the room, okay?
Oke, jadi itu ya guys ya. Jadi tips yang ini sangat penting karena body language Anda sangat menentukan pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang akan Anda jawab selanjutnya. Jika body language Anda bagus dan Anda humble di dalam ruangan itu, mereka akan senang untuk menanyakan hal-hal atau mencari tahu tentang Anda. Oke?
Okay. First impression is last impression.
Yeah, last. That's right. Okay. Tips selanjutnya. Okay, guys. So Gaurav is bringing us the last tip.
Okay, guys. So here's the last tip. What is your plan after you complete your Fulbright year? That's right. What is your plan for yourself, for your country, for your society, for everyone around you? What do you plan to do? Do you know Fulbright scholars have become heads of state, prime ministers, presidents, and my personal dream is to contribute to society, to do something for my nation, for the poor people, for children who are hungry. I want to do something and I want to run for public office and someday become the Prime Minister of India. But what is your dream? What do you want to do? Because this is an amazing experience and you have to go back and contribute to your country. So you have to really think about it, because that is super important, okay?
Oke, kalau goal saya adalah saya ingin kembali ke Indonesia dan menerapkan ilmu yang saya miliki di sini untuk mengembangkan potensi dan kemampuan guru di kelas. I told about the panelists about that, and they were like, "Oh yeah, and how do they asked me,
yeah,
how are you going to do
that
or organize that?" And then I explained that I have a community in where I lived, and I have a group of teachers. Then after finishing the program, all I have to do is to organize a program or a teacher training for them.
Right. So as you can see, Andy has a plan. I too have a plan. You need to have a plan, because that shows that you're really serious about the scholarship, and you're not going to be selfish about just enjoying your time as a Fulbright scholar. Remember, this is something which is one of the biggest privileges that you can get in your life, but it is your duty as a human being to go back and contribute and take this experience to people in your country,
That's right. And one of the reasons many applicants fail to win the scholarship is that because they don't know what are they going to do after the program. They don't have a good goals, and that's bad, because they're going to give you opportunity to study in one of the best country in the world, but after that you have to contribute to your community, and if you don't have that goals, you can explain what you are going to do after the program, then you're not eligible for the program.
Remember, you have to show that you are committed towards doing something for your nation, because that shows you're selfless, and you have to be selfless. Otherwise, the psychologists will figure out that you're not selfless and you're just thinking of yourself, and that's going to be pretty bad. So think of what you want to do.
And that's what Fulbright is all about. Make the world a better place to live in.
That's right.
Oke, jadi itu tips terakhir kita. Terima kasih sudah bergabung, dan terima kasih, thank you very much, Score, for joining us.
Thank you so much, Andy, for having me, and I would request Andy to bring me to his channel time and again, so that I can keep speaking to you guys, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of views on this particular video as well.
And we cannot we can't wait to see how many viewers watch this video. So jangan lupa subscribe dan like. Kalau kalian punya if you have any questions, drop a comment or something down there, and then we will be happy to answer your questions.
And we are waiting, okay?
We are waiting. Sampai jumpa di episode selanjutnya. Bye bye.
Hey guys, so now as we end the video and Andy is still inside the house, I want to say something really special. It is important to dream in life. See, when we were back in our countries, not just me but Andy also had a dream. He was in Indonesia, I was in India, and we had a dream that we'll be in the US, we'll be a Fulbright scholar, and we will be walking these very streets, and that's what we are doing. You should also dream and...
Whoa,
no.
What's going on? This is my thing.
I'm helping them. I'm helping these guys.
What are you doing?
I'm asking them to dream.
You don't listen to him. Actually, you can listen to him.
You must.
This is him stealing my camera.
Because it's really good.
This is my camera, dude. Now they will think that this is your channel.
This is our channel. Okay. Alright guys, so like, subscribe and share Andy's channel, because this channel is going to be probably one of the best things you are going to watch. And this is going to help you make your dreams come true. Okay?
Remember this, dreams do come true. See you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye guys.